In today's video, we're going to explore a topic that becomes incredibly important as the years go by: walking with confidence and safety. For many adults over 60, a single unexpected fall can shift everything. It's rarely just a fall. It can mean weeks of healing, discomfort, or even a temporary loss of independence. The encouraging part is this: many falls can be avoided simply by making small adjustments to the way you walk. Today, I'm going to walk you through 7 gentle, practical habits that physical therapists and mobility experts often recommend for older adults. None of these require fancy equipment, special shoes, or going to a gym. These are simple changes you can begin practicing wherever you are: inside your home, in your yard, or on your daily stroll. Before we dive in, I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. Tell me your city, state, or country in the comments. And if you've discovered a walking tip that's helped you stay steady, please share it. Someone else might really benefit from your experience. Habit 1. Lifted head, lifted posture. Let's begin with something you may not think about often: where your head is positioned when you walk. It might sound too simple to matter, but your head works like the lead guide for the rest of your body. When your head drops forward, everything else, your shoulders, chest, hips, tends to follow. Many older adults naturally keep their eyes on the floor. You want to monitor where your feet are landing, avoid tripping, and stay aware of obstacles. That instinct makes sense, but unfortunately, the habit of constantly looking down can actually work against your balance. When the head tilts downward, the upper back rounds, the chest compresses, and the body leans forward. All of this shifts your center of gravity ahead of your feet. That forward pull makes it easier to lose your footing. And because your gaze is limited to the ground right in front of you, you might miss something coming up several feet ahead: a curb, a crack, or a step. A helpful approach many therapists teach is what I like to call the look-ahead rule. Keep your eyes forward about 10 to 15 feet in the distance for most of your walk. You can still glance down, but try to do it with your eyes rather than dropping your whole head. At first, this may feel unusual, especially if you've spent years looking down. But with practice, you'll notice that holding your head up naturally straightens your spine, opens your chest, and helps you feel more balanced and grounded. Habit 2. Natural arm movement. Now let's talk about your arms, something many people forget plays a big role in steady walking. When you walk, your arms act like balancing tools. Every time your right leg moves forward, the left arm should swing gently ahead. This natural cross motion helps steady the whole body. But aging, pain, stiffness, and habits can disrupt this rhythm. Maybe your shoulders feel tight. Maybe you often carry something in one hand. Or you've become so cautious about falling that your arms tighten up and stay close to your sides. When the arms stop swinging naturally, your walk becomes more rigid, and your balance may actually become less secure. The body relies on that arm movement like a counterweight. Without it, every step becomes just a bit more effortful. The good news is, you can bring this rhythm back very easily. As you walk, allow your elbows to stay softly bent. Let your arms swing gently from the shoulders. No forced movement, just a relaxed, comfortable swing. If one arm moves less than the other, that's okay. Even a small amount of motion makes a difference. Some people like to practice the rhythm by marching lightly in place in front of a counter for support. You'll feel your body rediscover its natural pattern. Over time, you'll likely notice your stride feeling smoother, your shoulders less tense, and your steps more confident. Habit 3. Heel-to-toe movement. Now let's focus on your feet. How your foot meets the ground influences your stability more than you might think. Many people gradually start walking flat-footed or landing on their toes as they get older. This might happen from stiffness, discomfort, or simply habit. But skipping that heel-first landing changes everything. It shortens your stride, reduces muscle engagement, and makes stumbling more likely, especially on uneven surfaces. A healthy step follows a simple sequence. Heel touches down first, the weight rolls through the middle of the foot, the toes press off into the next step. This pattern absorbs shock, keeps your momentum smooth, and gives your joints the support they need. If you've been shuffling or placing your feet flat for a long time, you may not even notice it. That's why practicing heel-to-toe steps intentionally can be so beneficial. Try walking slowly across a safe space in your home. Notice the gentle roll from heel to arch to toe. If you're comfortable, try practicing barefoot on carpet so you can really feel the motion. It might feel strange in the beginning, like you're relearning something basic, but your body remembers. You're simply waking up the muscles and patterns you've always had.
Habit 4. Shorter, safer steps. Let's talk about stride length. When we're young, taking long, confident strides feels easy and natural. But later in life, extending the foot too far in front of the body can shift the body backward just enough to reduce stability. What many people don't realize is that shorter steps actually give you more control. A smaller stride keeps your weight centered, allowing your feet to stay directly underneath you. With shorter steps, you're more likely to lift your feet properly instead of dragging them. You also have faster reaction time if something unexpected happens, a slippery patch, a toy on the floor, or a sudden uneven edge. If you use a cane or walker, small steps are especially important because they help the device stay aligned with your body. A simple way to practice is by timing yourself. Walk normally for 10 seconds and count your steps. Then walk again, this time intentionally shortening the stride. If you take more steps in that same 10-second window, you're doing it right. At first, you may feel like you're taking almost many steps, but this technique is one of the most effective ways to reduce fall risk. It helps you walk with control instead of overreaching. Habit 5. A strong core equals strong balance. When people think about balance, they usually think about strong legs or supportive shoes. But so much of your stability starts in your center, your core. Your core includes your abdominal muscles, lower back, and hip muscles. These are the stabilizers that help you stand upright, take firm steps, and keep your spine aligned. When these muscles weaken, which happens naturally if they're not used regularly, you may feel wobbly, tired quickly, or find yourself holding on to furniture more often. Strengthening your core doesn't mean intense workouts. Tiny daily movements can rebuild those supportive muscles. Here's a simple example. There was a woman named Helen, 81 years old, who noticed she was becoming unsteady while moving around her home. A physical therapist evaluated her and found that her legs were fine. It was her core strength that had quietly faded over the years. He gave her 2 small exercises. While standing at the counter, lift one foot slightly off the floor and hold for a few seconds. While brushing her teeth or washing dishes, gently draw the belly inward, as if zipping up the stomach muscles. Neither exercise took extra time. But within a few weeks, Helen told her daughter she felt more stable than she had in years. You can try the same. These small moments build the foundation of your posture and balance, and they make your walking feel more effortless. Habit 6. Notice floor changes before you step. One of the sneakiest causes of falls isn't clutter. It's the change in flooring textures. A doorway threshold, a rug corner, a glossy tile, or a shadow on the ground can throw you off if you're not expecting it. As we age, our eyes take a little longer to adjust to these changes. It's nothing unusual, just part of normal aging, but that tiny delay is enough to disrupt your balance if your feet keep moving. Let me share a quick story. Richard, age 77, considered himself steady and careful. One evening, he almost fell in his kitchen. The floor had just been cleaned, and although it looked normal, it was extremely slick. His feet kept moving while his brain was still trying to register the slipperiness. After the scare, he created a simple habit. Every time he stepped into a different room, he quietly identified the surface: tile, carpet, wood, step down, mat. He said it alerted his body just enough to adjust. You can try this too. Say the surface in your head as you walk: rug, tile, step down, mat. Also, be aware that shiny or reflective floors can distort depth. If you wear bifocals, be cautious on curbs or stairs, because the lower part of the lens can change how the floor appears. When walking from a bright outdoor area into a dim hallway, pause 1 second to let your eyes adjust. That moment of awareness can prevent a stumble. Habit 7. Use support smartly, not reluctantly. Some people avoid using canes or walkers because they think it makes them look weak. Others lean too heavily on furniture or walls instead of safe support tools. The truth is, using support wisely is a sign of strength, not weakness. It means you value your independence and want to keep moving safely. Support tools are not meant to replace your walking. They're meant to enhance your confidence. A cane should be used on the opposite side of the weaker leg. Move with you, not behind you. A walker should stay close to your body, move forward only a short distance at a time. Even in your home, simple support features can increase safety. Grab bars in the bathroom, sturdy railings by the stairs, non-slip mats in high-risk areas. The goal is not to rely on support constantly, but to use it when it makes movement easier and safer. Bringing all 7 habits together. So now we've covered 7 habits that can transform how you walk every day. Keeping your head lifted to guide posture and balance. Allowing natural arm swings to stabilize your whole body. Using heel-to-toe movement for smoother, stronger steps. Taking smaller strides to keep your weight centered. Building a stronger core to support your entire frame. Noticing floor changes before you step. Using support wisely when needed. Each habit seems small, but together they create a powerful shift. They improve your balance, protect your independence, and increase your confidence with every step. And the best part? They're all free. You can start practicing any of these habits today, right where you are. Every time you lift your head, engage your core, or take a deliberate step, you're sending yourself a message. I am still strong, I am still capable, and I'm still moving forward. Before you go, tell me in the comments, which of these 7 habits are you going to try first? Your comment might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And if you found this helpful, please like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. Thank you for spending this time with me. And remember, your best steps are still ahead.